Hello and welcome to my first weekly seminar that I'm calling the Tao of the Moon, Syncing Your Energies with the Energy of Mother Nature, Moon. And this video, I'm going to give you the moon phase forecast for January 30th through February 3rd, Monday through Sunday. But first, I want to put in that today is the first new moon of the new year in Aquarius. And this sets the stage, the mood certainly, for the upcoming year, as well as for the lunar month ahead. And Aquarius, you may remember from the fifth dimension, is all about peace guiding the planets and love steering the stars. Aquarius can be quite lofty. It is the zodiac sign of the ivory tower intellect, but it is also the sign of the great humanitarian, equal rights, and above all, freedom, especially freedom to think and speak as you would like to. So I am going to cover three things today with you. One is I'm going to go over the moon phase calendar I've attached as a PDF for this video. And in doing that, I want to help you see what are the two power days, the very best days of the lunar month for you in particular. And also, I'm going to identify for you the first quarter moon crisis point for the upcoming month so that you're not caught unawares, right? So the four phases of the moon, I have given you a really big cheat sheet here, but I'll say it real quickly so we're all together. Today is the new moon, and this is the day to start something new. It's the day to plant a new seed, a new idea, a new project. And I think it's really important to put that as an affirmation that you have before you every day. And I'm sure you're very good at that, and you've done it many, many times. But for the sake of beginning, I'd like to suggest one for you. And the one that I think really fits this time and you, right, is I love myself just as I am. It's very Aquarian. It's very appropriate for now. And just as I am doesn't mean after you lose 10 pounds or get your hair cut or whatever. It means here and now, loving yourself while in a body. Quite a task, huh? And so that affirmation is here and now because you can't change anything later, right? And if it is right now, then you have your happiness now. So I hope you'll work with the sheet. I also gave that to you as a PDF so you can personalize it for yourself as we go through this lunar month. So after the new moon is the first quarter moon. We're going to have that on February 3rd. And that is the first crisis point, or the call to break an old pattern, to break an old habit. So if you have the affirmation, I love myself here and now just as I am, then the ego voice goes, oh yeah, what about so-and-so? Okay, so work with that on your sheet so that you're starting to remove the blocks in your own mind, right, to fulfilling your affirmation. Now, on the sheet, you'll also see all the dates for this. And then we have the full moon. And that will be coming up as a lunar eclipse on February 10th. So February, wild and wet. I know we've had a lot of drama already, but really you haven't seen anything yet. So we have a lunar eclipse on the 10th, and then we have a solar eclipse coming on the 26th. So it is going to be quite entertaining, if nothing else. Also, on the February 3rd, first quarter moon, I want to add that is an especially acute, exquisite sensitivity, because that day, Venus, the goddess of love, moves into the sign of Aries. And of course, the sun is still in Aquarius. And what we have there, they usually get along, but the quarter moon is a stressor and a crisis. What's the crisis? Affectionate Aries, Venus. She's love at first sight. She loves everybody, and she loves affection. But Aquarius is rather aloof and cool and intellectualized about everything. So your first crisis on February 3rd, I want you to take notes, but it will be a challenge within yourself between the need to be close and affectionate and your need to stay safe and aloof. So that will be an interesting thing for you to think about. Then the full moon is the illumination in the phases of the moon. And here you will see something that you have never seen before. And that will be not this week, but the following week. And then the third quarter moon is the last of the 4 phases of the moon. And in this one, you have another crisis, another call for a pattern breaker. Only this time it has to do not so much within you, but with you and the outer world. Often it is a relationship, because it's the moon is all about relating, nurturing yourself. So that crisis point is often one about the integrity. Are you holding the integrity of the intention that you started on the new moon? Or in people pleasing, have you sold out in some way? So that's a quick review of the 4 phases. And then if you look at your calendar that I gave you, you'll see that I've color-coded the 12 zodiac signs that the moon could be in. I've color-coded them for one of the 4 elements that they could be in. And so today, the moon is in Aquarius and will be until Sunday morning. And so that is an air sign, intellect. And if you look at the yellow, you'll see I've also given you keywords that you can think about as you really tune in to what this moon feels like for you. Then on Sunday, all the way through the 26th through Tuesday afternoon, we'll have the moon in wet Pisces. And I say that doubly because we're heading for February 25th, when most of the zodiac is going to be sitting in the sign of Pisces. So after that, Tuesday morning through Thursday evening, the moon will be in fiery Aries. And so you are going to have a wake-up call of some sort, I guarantee. And this is entrepreneurship and aggression, but it also can be impulsive and restless. So pay attention, and again, make note, just a word or two, for what you noticed about your own feelings, because the moon is always feelings and emotion. And the moon is unconditional mother love. Whether you thought you already got it in this lifetime or not, it has to come from inside you now, right? Then we'll have Thursday evening to Saturday night, the moon in earthy Taurus. So now things settle down. Everything from the week will sort of start falling into place because you want it to. And Taurus energy is the Rock of Gibraltar. So it is also, though, very sensuous, and it's sort of 5 stars. So you're going to want to be comfortable. And then we'll end the week going into that first quarter moon. We'll end the week in Gemini Sunday morning. And you're going to try to multitask all day long. Just don't do it. Gemini can be quite bold in doing that. And it is a air sign and multiple ideas at once. Okay, so that's your warning. Now, of all of this week, I want you to find the moon is in one zodiac sign for about 2.5 days. I want you to find the 2.5 days that the moon is in the same sign as your sun. Those are your power days for this month. So really notice them as we go along. We're going to learn so much more about compatibility. But just for now, notice that you feel a little more in sync with your own self, powerful and effective in the world. So keep your eye on that. Now, I hope that this has been interesting for you, and I love to get your comments, and I hope you'll keep joining me and subscribe to the Tao of the Moon, because I'm going to be back every week, and each week you'll get a video like this, hopefully as short as 10 minutes, and 2 PDFs that you can download and use. So join me. Let's shoot for the stars. It's going to be a wonderful year because you're going to make it so. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. And bye-bye for now.